Welcome to another part in our series of the future of DriversPay, and I'm delighted to have Phil McCarthy from iCabbi, I believe.
From iCabbi. I head up the marketplace at iCabbi, and the guys at DriversPay are partners on our marketplace platforms.
So what's the story about the partnership? When did it begin?
So marketplace has been around. I'm new to the sector, so I've only been here since January. My eyes are still being opened by the sector, if you like. But so the marketplace really went live in June of this year. And DriversPay have been there since the very start. In fact, they're one of the partners that really helped us build this idea of a marketplace. They're very much a key partner. And we're the first taxi dispatch platform to have a marketplace out there, the idea of which is to help our fleets grow into this new world of mobility. And DriversPay really help us do that by offering them a new way to take in money from their drivers. So it's a very core part of the offering that we have in Marketplace. And yes, so they've been there from the start. They've been great partners. They've been along to events with us, talking about what DriversPay does for fleets, helping educate fleets as to the possibilities that they now have with a new way of drivers paying into them. And so yes, they're a great partner, and they've been very supportive of us at iCabbi with Marketplace as well.
So talk me through the API that you would have between your two systems.
But it's quite simple. I mean, so if you think as a taxi dispatch platform like iCabbi effectively holds, all of the information that is pertinent to a fleet's operation, right? We are their data management system by another name. And what DriversPay do is they effectively dip in and they take, with the permission of the fleets, they take the salient information to allow drivers to not only pay in, but to be seen to be paying in as well. And that means they're deeply integrated into the fabric of the relationship between the fleet and iCabbi, because that data that resides within our platform is what makes DriversPay effectively work. So driver pays in, they now are able to go on dispatch. They're able to work that week. Whereas if they don't pay in, the fleet's able to switch them off and they don't appear on the dispatch. They are not able to work that week until they pay their rent, if you like. And so they are, a sort of core partner, if you like, to the operation that happens within the fleet. So, and I'm not getting into the technical details of it. Don't even ask me to skip around APIs. All I'll say is it's the key information.
So there's an old adage, rubbish in, rubbish out. Would you say that DriverPay's made a qualitative difference to the information flow into iCabbi?
Yeah, it's a good adage. Although I will say that, the information flow, effectively iCabbi is just a bridge for that information. So for us to really understand if that information is good or not is by our fleets. What's it doing for our fleets? For us, it's about the fleets getting the best experience possible, optimizing their back end. So how we see it is that, are the fleets adopting this technology? Is it working for them? Is it optimizing the way that they work on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis? And that's the telltale sign for us. It's actually the telltale sign for everything on Marketplace. We've created an open marketplace to let the market decide what works and what doesn't work. If it's not working, there's no point in it being on Marketplace, and I'll remove it. But if it has genuine value to our fleets, then that's where we see the data actually working. And actually working in conjunction with DriversPay. So they're constantly optimizing how they use our API, what they're bringing in, what they want to see, challenging us to do, to build more hooks for them to use, et cetera, et cetera. That again is allowing us to see what sort of a partner they are. Are they continuing to evolve? Are they continuing to ask for more data? And then we sort of start to understand how they're using that data as well. So, being that we're not the end user, we have to look to the success of our fleets to see if it's a successful relationship for us.
So you're a software as a service company, and you remind me very much of SAP. They dominated the accounting world a few years ago, and people weren't buying technology, they were buying best practice. And when they chose partners in the SAP marketplace, you were buying, if you like, a business model that could compete with bigger companies. Is that the same opportunity for the taxi industry?
Yeah, this is it. That's the whole sort of raison d'etre for Marketplace. The idea is that our fleets now have a choice in how they want to move their business forward. We're a guide for that. And by the signal is if they're on the marketplace, they're a trusted partner. We know that they're going to bring value to their business. So now, I think the mission that we have is that we're trying to improve the businesses of our fleets. Why? Because our mission is to improve the sector as a whole. And we do that fleet by fleet, partner by partner. And it's this iterative process that we sort of rely on that takes people, through the gears, if you like, into improving their business and improving where taxis are in the whole sector as well.
Okay, so there's a big educational program. Video is an important part of it. I'd like to thank you for working with us today alongside your own media, which I know DriversPay have collaborated with, and educating the market and how to get a competitive advantage.
Well, content is that third core tenet of what makes marketplace work. So to your point, we're using content to help educate, inform, and indeed inspire our fleets to make that change. It's not easy to make a change. It's not easy to come up with the idea. You have to run a business day to day. It's a hard business. It's a long hours, etc., etc. But we utilize content, and we've got a brilliant head of content in iCabbi now, who has helped sculpt this way of educating, informing, and inspiring our customers to see what else is out there. How can they make their business better? So content's a huge part of how we work. And the guys at DriversPay have been great. They've taken part. They've done interviews. And now I'm just paying them back for that.
Perfect. Well, together we can build a brighter future for the taxi industry.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Phil.
Cheers.